determine when the rope gets installed and when you're ready to roll.
Okay.
Tom, if you want to grab the end of the rope, just wait till he starts casting over here and you can walk over with that. I'm going to do the release check with Cameron, so that end will be done. Alright, you want to start your checklist?
Alright, altimeter set, adjust seating, altimeter is set, seating is good, belts and harnesses on and secured,
Okay.
cable and tow release
Let's
check,
do a check. Go ahead. Alright, good. Now we're all checked. Excellent.
controls check, trim
Again.
set,
Good. Controls check and your trim is set. Great.
alright, trim is set.
Yep. We'll leave the canopy open for right now. Canopy open, Cameron, is an unwritten signal that I use here to let you or the tow pilot or anybody know that we're not ready to go.
Okay.
And then you can go and if you want to check the dive brakes.
Brakes, closed, and locked.
Excellent. Just so you know, I am comfortable, my seating is good, and my belts are on and secure.
I already
Remote
started,
control.
I already started the recording.
Alright. How is it up there today? Good, although I thought we were going to do better on the last one, and I wound up digging out and it turned it around, but the first one I couldn't even come down.
Really?
Yeah.
The guy who was taking off,
Here, take this actually, because I'm afraid I'll hit it in my pocket or something.
you guys were taking off before the wing went all the way to the left, and then I guess you corrected it.
Yes.
How much looks scary for you?
Oh yeah. We did our release check already, Tom.
Good. Alright.
I'm gonna close the canopy.
Excellent. And then Tom, just pull this wing strut down. Get out past the end of the wing. The rope's already taut. So you do a final look around. Pattern looks clear. And then give your left thumb up. And he's going to give you the waggle. Good. Pay attention. There's your waggle. Give him the answer nice and slow and full. Remember, keep those wings level, balance on the main wheel. We will always get in the air before him.
Gonna need some.
Once it lifts off, you're going to have to keep it down on the ground. Good. Now forward pressure, small amounts. Forward, forward. We don't want to climb. Forward. Forward. Good. Grab. Now follow him up. Hands and feet. Keeping those wings level. Over to the left. Don't let it go out of our zone of acceptability. Back to the right. Stick and pedal, not just the pedal. Forward pressure. Hold it in there, Cameron. It's swirling near the ground. As the air flows over the trees lower, I'm losing sight of the tow plane. There we go. Remember, wheels with the tow plane on the horizon. Ah, that's better. Much better. If you see a little blue sky underneath, that's fine as well. Hold that pressure in. Bring it down. We're way high. Shouldn't be looking at the tow plane being green. Put his tires, that's it. Compensate earlier. There you go. Hold that left rudder in so we stay a little off to the left side. A little bit of a workout today, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty bumpy today.
That's a good sign, though. Wheels on the horizon. Get that nose down. We don't want to see green and look at the tow plane. Put his tires on. There we go. That's the perfect position. Strive for that. Hold that left rudder and compensate for that P-factor and the yawing effect. Watch pulling back real quick because the rider will take off like a banshee going up. Forward pressure, Cameron. Good. Level out. Good. Good. Again, the minutest amount of wing drop, you're going to start going off in the direction of the downed wing. We don't want that. We want to stay where the, correct position behind that toe pin is down. Slide over back to the left side. There we go. Forward pressure. I can't even see the toe plane. There we go. Hold that pressure in. You know what? I think we can get off here. So look left, look right, and pop off. Go ahead. Stick and pedal to the right. We went through some whale uplift. Throw on some trim. Follow me just for a minute, please. You know where our airport is?
Right there.
Excellent, buddy. Good. Just mimic me for a minute or two till we get a little more height. Looking for traffic. Oh, the camera just fell down.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll take it.
Want me to try to mount it again? Might be tough on the round one. Sometimes you can mount it here. This one is a straight panel over here. Got it? Alright, fell out on the terminal. Scared the hell out of me. I said, what the heck?
Okay, this is good.
Just mimic me for a second. I'm going to try to get us back in that thermal. I think I turned a little early because there's only 1 and 2 up.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go a little bit straightening out here. We're going to make a small adjustment. Again, see how my hands and feet are working together on that?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give it 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, see what happens, and go back to the right. Look right. Go ahead, you can do it. Stick and pedal, push, push. Back to the center, back pressure again. Don't forget to look for traffic. Oh, there's some. Let's level back out and go back to where it was. I think we're right on the edge of it. Good. Head in this direction for a minute, please. There, start to kick back in, kick back in. See if we get another little shot. There, feels like it's getting a little bit better, a little bit better. Might be back behind us. Do a little circle around. I'll let you pick the direction. Make it happen though, because we're going into some down air. Sure. Stick and pedal.
Lift the wing up a little bit.
Shove that pedal and stick together. And let's level out and speed up just a little bit because we're in some really down air. Speed on up a little bit. Mimic me because we're hitting some mega down here. Let's see what happens when we come back into it. I'm going to speed up to get the hell out of that down there. Keep your eyes peeled for birds, Cameron. They're an excellent resource for us to follow and utilize. There we go. It's getting a little friendly. There it is. Let's see. I'm going to go here to the right. And I'm experimenting here, okay? This is kind of like a speculated guess. I'm going to go to the right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the 2 up. 0, 2. Let's see if we come back around. And then a lot of times I'll do like a little clover leaf, like an interchange for a highway. I'll do the 1 around to the right. We're still getting a little bit up. I'll take the 2 up. And just try to tighten it up right here. Now the thing is, you and I are pretty light, so we can fly a little bit slower than if we were at gross weight. You hear that shuddering?
Yeah.
That's the glider talking to me saying, hey, buddy, I might need a little more airspeed. So I'm just going to make a little adjustment in my circle. There we go, there's some 3. I'd much rather do turns in 3 than 1, or turns in 5 than 2.
Mm-hmm.
Notice I'm not going spastic on the controls. Smooth, flowing motion. Make another little adjustment here just for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, back at it, stick pedal. And then as I go around, it's like an elevator. Where the elevators get a surge, that's what I'm feeling for in my glider. I'm feeling for that surge. Oh, oh, oh. Follow me for a second. We're going to go right here to the left. I saw a bunch of different birds right here, right above us. Remember I said watch the birds? And they were right over here. And you got to be able to go left and right.
So glider taking off right now.
Excellent. They'll probably come up by us. I lost sight
Gotta
of
pick up some airspeed.
Yup, got a little slow. I think straighten out. Level out just for a second, Cameron. Okay, now back at it to the left. Stick and pedal. Push, push. Back to the center. Cross control. Little back right stick, little left pedal. That's going to help tighten up the turn. Alright, let's see.
Oh, it's definitely something right here.
Something nearby here.
My seat feels like pushing up.
That's what we've got to work on. And then we can kind of cross-reference that back with what our... Let's see what happens here. Yep, got that glider going.
Right in front of us.
Yep, down low. And remember, thermals are going to be like the rubber bumpers in a pinball machine. They're going to try to bounce you out of them. Another plane just took off the end of the field. Let's see what we got going on here if we run into another little bubble of lift. Getting a little friendlier, little friendlier, little friendlier. There we go. Let's look left.
Yep.
Stuff that wing right into it. Stick, pedal, push, push. Cranking, a little steeper. Good. Back pressure. A little bit of cross controlledness. About 45 miles an hour is a good airspeed. There it is. Keep that stick back into that right and a little left pedal, and that's going to keep our turn nice and tight. It's small. If the wing starts to go too far down, Cameron, you lead with your feet to pick it up.
Okay.
If the wing goes up, your hands and your feet put the wing back down. So lead with your feet to pick it up, hands and feet to put it back down. There it is. There we go. We're starting to gain it. Let's tighten up right here. I think this is it. Oh, see that wing came up?
Yeah.
You didn't do that. The outside air did. So there's little spikes in the air.
Glider right.
Yep.
There. Okay.
There goes that plane that took off down here lower in front of us, leaving the area. He's going to be on your lower right side, right heading towards the highway, a little bit more out. There's that spike. There you go, watch that nose drop, yep. Again, using the nose on the horizon is going to be an excellent indicator for what the airspeed's doing. This side of the circle seems to be a little bit friendlier than the other side. We know where our airport is, we know how high we are, tow plane heading back. The other glider, he's up circling towards the Delaware Water Gap.
Could try to level out.
Yeah, let's see if we'll go straight just for a couple seconds, see if we get into a stronger spike. Keep going straight. We're still in up air, so we can fly slow. We're not going down. We're actually going up a little bit. This might actually be a lift street. You might feel me making some adjustments because the lift street's trying to kick you out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Go just a little bit more. Still not bad air. We're only going down like 50 feet a minute, which isn't bad. Circling up over there off our left side, out about 2 miles, about 10, 11 o'clock, up above us in the blue. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's see what that yields. Let's go back
we're in
around
really
to the left. Yeah, look left, stick, pedal, push, push. Don't cut the corner though. When you go and you make the turn, stick your pedal to the side you want to go, then back to the center with the stick, feet even up, then the back pressure in that sequence. If you start cutting the corner, Cameron, you're going to put yourself into what's called a turn and stall situation. Good. Keep it locked right in this bank angle, right at this airspeed. You're getting a steady 4 up. Don't worry that it's only going to 3 and 2. We're still going up. We can make adjustments as we need. You're doing a lot of handwork. Mimic me just for a second. I want you to feel the footwork involved versus the handwork. Up, the wing came up just a little. I put it back down. Came up, put it back down. Notice my hands aren't doing anything. I rest my hand flat on the top of the stick a lot of times. I call it pedaling my way around the thermal. A lot of times I'm using a little more rudder in my thermals than I am aileron. It's getting a little sweeter, so I'm going to try to tighten it up a little bit. Give it a little extra jab on the rudder, a little more back pressure. I try to get close to the edge of my stall. I try to see how steep and how slow I can go. There's nobody thermaling below us, so I don't have to worry about stalling out and falling in anybody. If there was somebody below us, yes, I'd be going a little bit faster, so I wouldn't have the possibility of a stall. Notice I'm not going crazy. You don't even hardly see the stick moving. Letting the equipment do all the work. All right, your shift. And all the while, we got to be looking out for other traffic. So that's why having the glider do most of the work for us is really key. Now wing starts to go too far down, lead with your foot to pick it up. You don't want to, it's going to cost you some aerodynamics, but you're not going to stall your rudder. Yeah. You can stall your wing, but not your rudder. I mean, you can stall the rudder too, but it's going a lot faster than what your left wing is. Good. Try to lose about 5 miles an hour. He's straight ahead out about 2 miles up above us. He's circling to the right. We can go up and see where he's at. See where that glider is straight ahead?
Yeah.
It's kind of, we're going to idle our way in that direction.
Okay.
Wing's level, still going up.
Really friendly air today, actually.
Yeah, if we're in friendly air, we'll go slow. If we're in ugly air, we go fast. So again, you got to remember to vary your airspeed. Your minimum sink is about 200 feet per minute down. We're still only going down 100 feet, so we're still not even in that bad air. Now it's getting a little closer to that. Again, keep that yarn straight. Keep that coming straight back so you can maximize the amount of glide you'll get for any given height. Oh, I'm starting to feel the bottom fall a little bit.
Yeah.
So put a little speed to it. Now, which way is he turning, looking up at him?
He's turning left, or looks.
Well, he was going right, but now he's going straight. Let's kind of head over towards where he was, because there's some lift, I think, over here.
Yeah.
Towards that train trestle down there on the ground.
Alright. Actually, we're already kind of drifting towards it. A little bit.
So there's some heavy sink, so just give it a little more airspeed. Now the other thing you got to realize, we're in a 20 to 1 glider, 23 to 1 is what they say. He's in like a 50 to 1 glider. Yeah. So for any given altitude, he's going to go like twice as far. So yeah, we can follow him around, but he's going to do a whole lot better than us. Let's see what happens if we can get a little bit more out here. Don't forget to do your neck exercises, looking for traffic. Yeah! Scanning the horizon. We're hitting just some down air, so get a little more speed to it. 500 down, we should be doing like 55 or 60. Now hopefully we run into that wild left that he was circling in. I lost him, but that's alright. It's amazing. We just saw him like 5 seconds ago, and now...
Oh, he's right up our right wing a little bit.
Okay, let's kind of head over. He's way up above us, right?
Yeah.
Alright, we need to get out of this air, Cameron, because you're at 700 feet a minute. We want to get back to the airport.
Make like a 90.
Yeah, make like a 90, get some airspeed going. You're going at minimum sink speed, going down 900 feet a minute. Good. Get the hell out of there. You gotta remember, it's really important that we change our airspeed to the air mass that we're in. It's starting to get friendlier. I feel it. Getting friendlier,
Yeah.
friendlier.
About zero now.
Zero, good.
Alright, let's hit a 360 to the left.
Okay, so look behind us. Good. Pedal, stick, push, push. Wait. Back to the center, then the bats. A nice, smooth, flowing motion, please. And then a little bit of cross control, where you have a little left pedal, a little back right stick. Airspeed about 45 miles an hour. All right, hey, we're not going down. I'll take it. That's a start.
We're starting to inch our way up a little bit.
Yeah. And you can cross-reference it several ways, or a couple ways. One is your altimeter says you're going up. 2, the ground below, things are looking farther away. You can physically see that ground items are getting smaller. Okay, because down the road, what we do is we start covering up these instruments and we go flying. Because let's just say a big old ladybug or beetle clogs the pitot tube and it stops working. Our spider built the nest in there and we didn't catch it on pre-flight and we're up in the air. Are we going to freak out? No, you're going to know by what it sounds like, by what the controls feel like, and by what you're seeing, what your actual airspeed is. Good. Little less bank. Remember, we can go 50 miles an hour and be at a 40-degree bank, but we can't go 40 miles an hour and be at a 50-degree bank. So you got to, disseminate the size of the lift. You're kind of speculating there, and then you got to pick a good speed for that day's conditions, for that lift condition that you're in, and a good bank angle to correspond. Alright, so it's getting a little weaker on this side, weaker on this side. Go to where we start to feel it, and then make your adjustment towards that side of the circle. If it feels like it's getting livelier in one area, head in that area.
Yeah, right about like here.
Alright, a lot of this, Cameron, is speculation, okay? And then a lot goes by, what's the ground? Where's the wind? If there's a big dark field, you want to be a little downwind of whatever the heating source is. If there is no wind, you're going to go directly over top of that heating source. I don't see any other chaps. I saw one guy taking off or landing. Looks like he's
Yeah, he just looked like he landed.
Yeah, we'll head over this direction a little bit more. There's a Dairy Queen down here. You see this?
Yeah, pink roof.
Pink roof. We call these the Dairy Queen fields. A lot of times the sun heats those dark fields up. So where the wind is, you would want to be on the downwind side of it. Also, keep your eyes open for birds. I saw a bunch of turkey vultures earlier. They helped me out with some lift a couple times today. You and I and an earlier.
It's getting much friendlier now.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we can't make it into even a better situation. Remember, 0 is air that's still going up. You're not going down. So there's hope when you see the 0. And remember, the thermals are going to try to kick you out of them. It's like when you have repelling magnets.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to touch. Well, that's what a thermal is. A big burst of energy of air going up that doesn't want you near it.
Oh, I see a shadow of a bird on the ground.
I see that bird over there.
Let's make a right.
Okay. So we clear, we look. Nice and coordinated. Remember, our object is keep that yarn coming straight back at us 100% of the time. To keep that yarn coming straight back at us, that means we're going to maximize the aerodynamics.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, it's percolating a little bit, it feels like it.
Yeah.
We're getting like 0 and -1. I think there's a little housing development right here. Head a little bit closer to this housing development. Let's see what happens with that. That'll put us just a little bit more downwind of. And we got this knob here that might help kick things up. Again, I'm looking at the topography, trying to figure things out. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, it's nice right here.
Nose kicked up. Pick a direction. Felt like the right one. Where do you want to go? Look good. Go for it. Stick, pedal, bank, back to the center. Lost control. There we go. Nice. 500, 600 feet a minute up. Good adjustment there. You saw we were getting a little slow. Good. Remember what I said about massaging that thumb over your feet? Oh man, you feel that spike in that?
Yeah.
That's what you're listening and feeling. We don't need an audio barrier. We can hear our metal flexing in the airplane. Good. Picking up with the feet there when it got a little steep. Good. And then just try to freeze here for a second and see what happens. Oh, yep. Gotta make those adjustments when necessary. Tail plane's going up with another glider. Good. Yep, keeping a constant bank. Good. Again, as you're going around, I'm rotating with the rotating of the glider, I'm just looking out. When you're going straight and level is when I need to see your head swiveling. When you're going around, just kind of look out. You make the flying second nature, okay?
It's a good thermal.
Yeah. Go a little more if you want. Good. Nice to see those feet come back alive. Again, looking out for traffic, looking for the other gliders.
Trying to find our airport. Feel like.
Yeah, always keep track of your airport. Or your intended landing point. You know, if you're out cross country flying and you got a big field that, you know, your only field around, you want to make sure that you're keeping track of it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to level out now.
Okay.
Actually, let's turn right. There's our airport.
Yeah, a lot of times when you're looking for it, you're right over it.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering where.
So again, what you need to realize is there's Route 80 out in front of us. See the highway right here?
Yeah.
The 2-lane highway? And that hooks around to the Delaware Water Gap up off your right side. And then the reservoirs, the mountain range, the town off the right wing too. You hear that little shuddering? That was us being a little uncoordinated and getting a little slower, and the glider talking to you saying, "Hey, Cameron, wake up. I'm about ready to stop flying." And your right wing will stall before your left wing because it's going a bunch slower. Good. Alright, I want you to look at, you see those smokestacks about 11 o'clock out in the distance there? You can see some smoke coming up that?
Yeah.
Alright, I want you to point the nose at those smokestacks. I want you to trim it for about 50 miles an hour, so get the trim, where is it with your hands off the controls?
The
Get
trim?
your hands off the controls.
To the left?
Yeah, maybe one more notch forward for this maneuver.
Okay.
Alright. See now we're pointing at that smoke?
Yeah.
We're going to work on what's called those Dutch rolls again. Stick and paddle. Stick and paddle. Notice the nose is staying fixed right at that smokestack?
Yeah.
Okay? This gets the ratio to the hands to feet for this glider. I don't care whatever you fly, this is something good to do. Now a power plane, you barely got to use your feet, but some gliders you really got to use your feet a lot more. Now this glider's got more tendency to have to use your feet than less. Alright, I'd like you to do that for me while pointing at that smokestack. Good. Now back to the left stick, left pedal. Wait. Back to the center, right pedal, then right stick. Wait. Back the other way. If the nose starts wandering, realign and then reestablish it. I'm going to let you try a couple of those on your own, and if it's going good, I'm going to let you keep doing it. So a little bit of right stick, right pedal. Good. Now back to the left pedal. Left stick. Wait. Good one. Now back to the center, right pedal, right stick. Back to the left. Try to realign that nose. This is a very important maneuver, Cameron, because every time you enter or exit a turn, you are basically doing like a half a Dutch roll. And it'll help get your coordination down for that particular aircraft. Good, back the other way. Follow me again, okay? I want you to really, because this is something that your examiner will probably have you do.
Okay.
Alright, about 50 miles an hour is a good speed. Pointing at the stack. Pedal and stick, wait. Then back to the center, then the stick, the pedal and the stick. Back to the center with your feet and your hands. You really want that wing to bend over there. And if you get much below 45, it's going to be so sluggish on the controls that you're not going to be able to, like, get a good result. Alright, give me a couple more and then we'll circle back around. Wait. Now back to the center, pedal, stick to the right. Good. Take your time, relax. It's a very flowing motion. Good. Alright, let's hook back around and try to make it back to our airplane. Look to the right, stick and pedal, let's try to get the hell over there. We gotta really put the gas to it.
Should I put the trim back?
Yeah, no, leave the trim there because we're in some down here. We want to go a little faster.
Okay.
Good. Alright. You know where our airport is, right?
Right there.
Good. And here we are over Route 80, so you can see the highway. Again, using the references of roads, mountains, and other topography features to help figure out where we need to be.
you're gonna land on 25 or 7, you think?
I'm not sure.
Gotta get close to the windsock. to kind
Yeah.
of See it, but it seems like a headwind on 25. So.
We always want to try to land and take off into a wind. Part of our training, we do both. I like you to take off and land with headwinds and with tailwinds. Because there's certain airports you might fly to where you only land one direction.
Yeah.
Okay? And whether there's a headwind or a tailwind, you got to be able to make it. We're still doing pretty good. Again, we only got about a little over a mile to go to get to our lake. We've got 800 feet to go a mile. That's, you know, we only need like typically 300 feet. Just be real mindful because we're getting closer to the powered aircraft pattern. Their pattern is outside of our pattern. So we want to make sure that we're not, you know, getting taken out by somebody that's in a power plane. I don't see anybody. Again, they
Yeah,
can,
neither do I.
there's no clear highways in the sky.
Yeah. It looks like a
Almost a little bit of a
crosswind, yeah. So we could pretty much land on either.
Pretty much.
I prefer 25 though.
Do you? Is it because of the safety of the overrun off the end? Or?
Yeah.
Now, 25 is a little more heated because you're over the trees for a longer amount of time and very, you know, unintimidating when you're approaching the field.
Alright, what do you want to do?
Oh, when we get that plane taken off, it's kind of saying 2.5. We got about 200 feet to kind of play with here. Let's see what happens. Don't go out any more to your right. Let's stay a little closer to the airport. Yeah, it's definitely runway 25.
Okay.
So maybe make a little, like, say let's do a little turn to the left, 90 degree, and we'll see if we can't do like a clearing circle around to see if there's anything that we got to really be looking out for. Got that yellow cub that just took off.
Yeah.
I always check by the fuel pump. Okay, there's a couple of planes out there on the ramp. And then I got Ollie over here in his helicopter. You see the helicopters pulling up?
Yeah.
Now helicopters are a little bit trickier than power planes because they can go almost anywhere. Notice where I have you. You are upwind of the airfield. The wind's coming from this direction. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to hook around to the left. We're going to do about a 270 to the left.
Okay.
So look left, look clear, and we're going to start our checklist. Even while we're doing our turn, undercarriage, fixed and welded.
Spoilers.
Give them a quick shot.
Keep them open or close them?
No, we're trying them right now. Good.
Okay. Trim is
forward,
set. Airspeed
55.
55.
Make
Look.
this hand do 55. Look in the air and on the ground. Now the wind's going to try to blow us like this, so you notice our nose is pointed a little bit to the left. The object is to fly parallel with our airfield.
Yeah, on the downwind.
Yep. We don't want this distance to get wider. If we're 100 yards from our touchdown line, we want that to stay good. Again, continue to look for traffic because the end is coming up, and we gotta, you know, if we gotta make any diversions, we gotta be able to.
Looks okay.
All right. Left hand on the spoiler handle. And I keep going, I keep looking, and I
use that white tree that kind
yeah,
of
somewhere around there. We're a little high, so you can put on a bunch of spoilers, a lot of spoilers.
The whole thing?
Yeah. 55 with the right hand. Now let's do base. 55, don't pull back, you're getting slow. Good, level out now on base. Level that way. 55 to 60, good. Look one more time for power traffic. Make sure nobody's coming. Go just a little deeper. And do a nice turn to final. And you're only going to do about a 45-degree turn from final. Good, like that, because the wind's trying to blow us this way. Now level out. Don't let your wing get underneath your right wing. If anything, keep your right wing down just a skosh more than the left. 55 to 60. Don't worry about us going a little long. We've got a lot of field here. We're a little high. Up. Straighten us out with the grass. We don't want to, we got this little slot here, Cameron.
Yeah.
Very, very narrow. We got to make it work. Check the taxiways by the windsock. Nobody's coming out. No slower, please. This is perfect airspeed. No slower. Keep that airspeed. Keep the 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 airspeed. We're drifting a little to the left. A little right. There we go. Okay, now ease back. Oh.
Gonna go a little bit further today.
Right. Oh. Reflare. And just follow me. We're going to kind of just taxi a little bit out of the way. And we didn't even use any wheel brake. We just let the nose settle and we finished. And if we went another 25 or 50 feet, guess what? There's nothing in front of us. So you never pointed anything that you're not willing to buy. Good job. Good job. Better airspeed control in the pattern. That was good.
Good flight.
Yeah.
Let me